Hi Aquarius and Moon and Rising, welcome to With the Messenger. My name is Whitney. I hope you all are doing well. Those of you who are in regions where it's a bit rainy right now, I hope you're staying dry. I'm doing my best to do the same. Aquarius, I am so excited to get into this reading for you all, for all fixed signs really, because it's going to be a jam-packed month in November for the astrology. And the first 5 days, just the first 5 days, we're going to be hit with transits after transits, right? So for you, like other fixed signs, it's going to be happening, some of these, in your angular houses. Angular houses are houses 1, 4, 7, and 10. Okay, if you don't know how to cast your natal chart and what these things mean, I do have a free tutorial. It's in the description box down below, so just click on that link and you'll get more insights so that you can follow up on these things, and not only me but other YouTube astrologers or whoever you follow on Instagram, Twitter, etc. Okay, so let's start off with the first of the month, when we have the new moon in the sign of Scorpio in your 10th house. This is like you coming out into the world anew, okay? And it's going to only be further emphasized when Pluto moves into your first house on November the 28th, 19th, depending on where you are in the world, right? Time zones are different. That there's this power up that you're getting, Aquarius. Now, I'm an Aquarius rising in my solar return chart, so I know until next year I am embodying a little bit of this energy, so I am excited for you all. I won't be biased, I promise. So this doesn't only have to do with like your career. This also has to do with your public image, or your relationship to your father, or your status or status could change, or rank or title could change. Okay, and that even goes further because the new moon and day of the new moon, Mercury will be at 29 degrees, and it's going to, in your same 10th house, and it's going to oppose Uranus in your 4th house. Okay, so I do feel there is some kind of change or title that ranks that's going to happen for you, or there's some kind of change with your father, or change in your career. It's gonna be shockingly receptive or received by the people who represent your 4th house, your private life, your family. Okay, so do be on the lookout for that. Mercury is about changing or title or status. It's like a new way to be addressed, so to speak, right? Because Mercury does represent contracts. So some of you could be signing contracts, or like I said, this could be a father figure. There could be some new beginning for someone in the power of authority where you work, for instance, and that affects you somehow, causing a change in title for you. Okay, there could be some shocking information that you put out about yourself. Like, let's say you were married, now you announce you're getting a divorce, right? It's a shock to your 4th house, your family and stuff like that, but that's a new you being presented into your family life. Okay, I'm trying to be as comfortable as I can here. Another thing I want to talk about for you all is on the, goodness, I want to get this right. On the 3rd of November, well, on the 2nd of November, Mercury then moves away from Scorpio into Sagittarius, which is your 11th house. So this may be a time where you're communicating more with friends. You know, Venus is still there. So this could be a good time with friends. This could be a good time to put out information into the online world, right? This could be a viral transit for you all. This is a good time for this to dispel information and being received, because Venus is there well by others. This could be a time where mentors or benefactors want to support you. People in a wider group of network want to support you as well. Okay, now we move on to the next, what I would call the next intense transit day is November 3rd, because on that day we will have Mars in Cancer, opposing Pluto at the analytic degree of 29 degrees in the sign of Capricorn. And then we have on that same day Venus in Gemini, 5th house. Sorry, I'm getting it wrong. Jupiter in Gemini in your 5th house, opposing Venus in Sag in your 11th house. Okay. So what do I have to say for that one? Well, let's start with the Mars and Pluto first, because those represent power struggles, right? And it's going to activate for you your 6th house and 12th house axis. So you'll have Mars there in your 6th house of work, your health, what you do on a day-to-day basis, debts, D-E-B-T, debt, even karmic debt, but like physical debt where you owe money and stuff like that. And then your 12th house, where Pluto is, it's a house of loss, it's a house of endings, it's a house of hospitalizations, it's a house of our subconscious mind. Sorry, let me just take a sip. It's a house of our subconscious mind, things that are hidden from us or hidden enemies. The 6th house is also about enemies. So could this be a time where an enemy that you didn't know was an enemy, especially since with that new moon, something gets initiated for you where, you know, you're starting to level up, and then that person's, their jealousy, their envy, the need to control you, it just becomes so strong that they can't hide it or be passive or subtle about it anymore. And then definitely they try to do something there to try to overpower you. Now, because Pluto is your 12th house, I think that there will be a level of spiritual protection for you, because that's what the 12th house is for me personally. I think that's a house of the hidden entities, or you know, the underworld or whatever that protects us, which Pluto, you know, is the god of the underworld, right? And let's move on to that same day. We have Venus, like I said, in your 11th house, opposing Jupiter in your 5th house. Now, this is happening at the 20th degree, right? That is a Scorpion degree, like the Scorpio degree, sorry. And that degree has a lot to do. Let me just read a little bit about this for you, because it has a lot to do with jealousy. Sadly, dark feminine energy, karmic lesson, billionaire potential, so wealth potential, right? Abusive relationship, toxic attachments, addictions, a need to constantly elevate your status because the price is going up, meaning you're always evolving, things are getting better for you. So you burn bridges easily here, and overcoming self-neglect as well, right? So could this be a time where, because let's say for example, maybe you have a business, an online business, with Jupiter in your 5th house, you're thinking about how you could expand this, how you could become more creative in whatever it is that you do. And then you have Venus over there in your 11th house, where maybe even if you have, say, like a business partner, right? We're gonna move into the next part of, you know, the next part of the story, because I feel it's all connected, those first 5 days, where you're thinking long term. But the people represented in your 11th house, they're thinking about instant gratification, right? Like what it is that you could get now versus how you could invest and get something for the long term. Now, some of you, this could be quite literal in the sense with Jupiter there in your 5th house, especially if you have like a Gemini moon or something like that, or like Gemini Venus there in your 5th house, where boom, you find out you're expecting, or your partner is expecting surprise, and the Venus there in your 11th house is like, but wait, what about the gains from our career? What about long-term gains? What about the social status that we're just achieving? What about this admiration amongst our peers that we're just achieving? What's happening here? Either way, it's two benefic planets, so it's the outcome is going to be good, but there's just like a need to be practical and realistic here about, I feel, the long term. Now, however this plays out for you in the end, whether you get long-term results or short-term results, It's going to be good, but this one is going to be more long lasting. Okay, or this could say, because Jupiter in your 5th house is your romantic partner, so this could be some type of blessing that they receive. And then when it comes to Venus in your 11th house here, perhaps you may gain something from them, but it affects for you your long-term goals and aspirations, right? Something to that degree. But the next part of the story is Mars moving into your 7th house of the other across from you, them holding that Martian sword. This could be a business partner. I'm not gonna lie. This could be a business partner who says, well, I want us to move in this direction. If not, if you're not on board, then let's go separate ways. This could be a romantic partner saying the same thing. I want to go in this direction, and if you don't, then let's go our separate ways. This could be the end of a contract that you have, or that you try to maybe renegotiate your way out of. And I say that because eventually, you know, Mars is going to go retrograde there in your 7th house, so you might want to think back over the terms of it. And this is also why I say it could be tied into your overall status being changed. If it's you and your person, if you're not married but you've been in a relationship for some time, deciding to part ways and then announcing that to the public. The effects of the new moon doesn't play out only on the day of the full on the new moon. For some people, yes, but the energy of the new moon is we plant the seed, and then down the line it starts to take root. Okay, so you see the fullness within the 6 months from this, whenever there is the full moon in Aquarius, in Scorpio, around Taurus season. Okay, so this could also play into the shock factor. Definitely in the first 2 weeks after the new moon, we will see the energies of this. Okay, I think I've covered everything: love, career, friendships. If you're dating, because we have Jupiter there in your 5th house and we'll have Mars there in your 11th house, it's going to be a wide sextile. But is there an opportunity, if you're a woman, to meet a man who could be a good potential? Yeah, there's a potential there for some of you all. Saturn though will eventually have a square to Jupiter in the months coming, so not Saturn, Venus will soon have a square to Jupiter in your 5th. So when Venus, god damn it, Venus, when it moves into the sign of, no, it's because I don't have it right now. Venus Sagittarius will square Saturn in Pisces, mutable square. So eventually there's a square that's going to be happening there. And Mercury, when it moves into the sign of Sagittarius, will have a square to the sign of Saturn in Pisces, right? Sorry there, I think I went too long on this one. But I hope that does help. We are going to move on to the second portion of your reading, which is the tarot. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you then. Let's get into the tarot portion of your reading. We will be getting a card for 3 major transits. And then we're going to go into love, career, finance, friendships, your external environment, and one good thing that is sure to happen for you all in the month of November. There's a monitoring spirit around you all. Okay. New moon in Scorpio, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Venus, Jupiter opposition, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Holy Spirit, clear advice and accurate messages. And the Mars Pluto opposition, please. Mars Pluto opposition, please. 4. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. The new moon in Scorpio, listening for truth. Yeah, I do feel, because we have the Mars Pluto opposition that's happening in your 6th house, 12th house. There's someone around you that isn't to be trusted here. Okay. I feel also that you don't want to allow yourself to be too trusting of people at this time, just because of the power that you're about to embody when Pluto moves into your 1st house. As people who natively have Pluto in their 1st house, they're always met with people who try to control them. Okay, and you'll be embodying that energy for the next 20 years. Venus Pluto opposition, shame. There's some shadow work that you're going to have to be doing around shame here. We're going to see why. Ooh, divine sun child, blessings of the sun falcon for the Mars Pluto opposition. Well, you're blessed. Tell us more about this, listening for truth. Security wanted to show, and because shame is here as well, be careful of people who they say things to you to make you feel less than, and just try like play on your insecurities. You might be dealing with people who act passive aggressively. Sorry about that. New moon in Scorpio, please. Shame. What's more about the shame? The new moon in Scorpio, we have, yeah, gaslighting. Yin and yang balance here. I feel that balance has to do with it within yourself. It's going to be very hard for you to decipher what is true and what isn't if you're not balanced internally. If you're looking outside of yourself for validation, security, like it showed up earlier. Some of you could be going through sleepless nights, insomnia showing here. Heck, sometimes we gaslight ourselves. You know, we've like been accustomed and trained to do it. So you need to do something to balance yourself. Okay, again, there's newfound power that's going to be given to you with this new moon in Scorpio over the next few months. But of course, within the first 2 weeks of November, you'll be able to see that. Codependent, yeah, I figured there's something here around that. And gratitude here. We have beginnings. Okay, so there is a new start that is coming for you here. If there are people, trust your intuition. Ooh, even secrets being revealed. If there are people who make you feel like you never would have gotten anywhere without them, or you cannot get anywhere without them, I want you with this gratitude card to thank them for whatever it is that they have done, whether they've done something or not, and tell yourself, I have it from here. I can take it from here, and prove to yourself that with or without them, you could do it. Okay, but don't allow yourself to. And that's the thing, you know, if we've been in some type of connection with someone, whether it's our family, romantic, a friendship, a business partnership, that's what relationships should be. They should be reciprocal. If you give to that person too, there shouldn't be any shame that you should feel. Now remember, this is the Venus-Jupiter opposition. So this is 5th house, 11th house. So this is telling me that this is a friend or a romantic partner or someone in your wider network that may try to make you feel this way. Okay, yeah, releasing allegiances. You're going to have to let go of some people. And that's why Pluto is there in your 12th house of loss. Because it's going to be time for you to end some things. Okay. Let me get further divine sunshine. Attachment wanted to show. Blessings of the Sun Falcon. This reminds me of like the Sun card in the tarot, which is like the sun blessing its rays on all that you do next. Mars Pluto opposition, please. Promotion wanted to show. Okay, so let's see that one. Divine Sunshine. Ancestors. Alright. So your ancestors is playing a role in this. We have divine masculine, so it could be like a grandfather, an uncle, someone significant in your lineage. Happiness. Yes, I said it remind me of the Sun card, and the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. We have Ghosted here. The people who do that thing, who do that ghosting energy, there could be a possibility one is coming back. However, what I do feel like this is like people who do that, it's a blessing in disguise for you. Okay, let me just read the Divine Sunshine, and then I'm gonna see what I feel more about this. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sunchild Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without fail, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It is time to burn bright. I feel like it's time for your birth right. And I feel that's what Pluto moving into your first house will do, because I feel then you'll have your ancestors, like a greater connection to them then, because Pluto is there in your first house. Horus, the divine sunchild of Isis and Osiris, was born out of impossible circumstances through the great devotion of his mother Isis and her loving determination to heal her husband and bring him back to life. Blah, 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 blah. So we did see that divine masculine here, right? And this says here, our divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and triumph of creativity over destruction born of fear and hate or even shame, right? She must never give up her belief in her ideals. And then we have the divine masculine, and then there goes that yin and yang, right? We saw that divine masculine here. Is our spirit, whether woman or man, that our body desires to unite with, to help it come to life and light in a new and blissful way. If the love in our hearts call our spirit home into our bodies. As our divine feminine and masculine unite, yin and yang, within our bodies, a new golden consciousness is born. This is the sun child, Horus, with an eye that is the moon and an eye that is the sun, representing the perfect balance, yin yang here, of masculine and feminine in harmony with each other. As the Sun Falcon with a burning golden solar disc above his head, he descends to you now, blessing you with great light, good tidings, and creative potency to manifest your life legacy, that which has meaning and preciousness to your heart and soul, successfully. He's a sign that your heart needs to know that it will triumph. There's success coming your way, no doubt about it. All right. Love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's next in love in the month of November 2024? What's the theme in love, please? Career and finance, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So take yourself, especially with Pluto moving into your first house, take yourself out of codependent connections. All right, it's time. You're being empowered to do so. All right, yeah, Empress energy. You now need to embody that divine masculine energy too. Or if you've only been embodying divine masculine, you need to embody divine feminine energy too. Friendships and their external environment. Whoa, this wanted to show, which is, you know, stuff that are hidden. I'm gonna take it though. Did it fall on the table? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And, you know, 7th house represents all our interpersonal one-on-one relationships. So with Mars moving in there, yeah, it could be friendships too that you may experience some kind of change with, because Mars is change energy. One good thing happening, please, for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising in November 2024. Sorry, but let me just take a little sip. Love, we have the Judgment card. Your higher self is being called to here to make a decision that will impact your love life in a profound way. You know, Jupiter is there transiting your 5th house. That is soulmate energy. Okay. Career and finance, we have 8 of Swords here, which normally represents a prison of our own making, right? Our mind tells us that we're trapped when we're not, and that could be that codependent energy. That could be that gaslighting energy. Okay. And then friendships and external environment, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is good to see. So let's clarify these. Judgment, Aquarius, Sun, and Rising, please. Judgment. 2 cards. In love. Jupiter is a planet that it cares about what is right, what is fair, what is just. Okay, and with Judgment here, I feel your higher self is definitely being called to. So if you were doing things that weren't right, weren't fair, weren't just to yourself or to others, this is a time when it's really gonna get to you. 9 of Swords here. Okay, yeah, that's not for everybody. 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Well, there's something here that is becoming a bit of a burden. I feel with the 7 of Cups, there's choices that you have to make. You might feel like you don't have a choice with the 7 of Cups. You may feel that level of confusion is saying that there's not much that you can do, but the power is in your hands. Yeah, you're creating a blockage for yourself. Again, this is the yin and yang here. Okay, being at odds with one another. What is the confusion? The Page of Cups. Some of you are in unrequited situations where there's not much love there. If anything, there's a little bit. It could be to co-parent here with the 3 of Pentacles, or it could be because the co-parenting could be a business, you know, or something that you've invested and built together, or just with the 7 of Cups here, hold on to some type of illusion, some type of dream. Okay, I forgot to mention on the new moon there's also a grand water trine happening between Mercury in your 10th house, Neptune in your 2nd house, and Mars in your 6th house. So those are your financial houses. So it could be because of money. Some of you are holding on to something here in love. That's not all of you. Okay, tell me more about the burden with the 10 of Wands, because it's getting a bit too much. I feel there's this energy of not being able to pretend anymore. For some of you, you may have created an illusion when it comes to love, and what it is that you want. And yeah, let's be real, you want more than that, right? You don't want surface level. You don't want what is this little Page of Cups. You want more. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you it does have to do with money, and some of you it's getting harder for you to repress how it is that you feel when it comes to love, even if you don't have someone in your life. I feel by the time the full moon in Taurus comes along, which is the 15th of November, that'll be in your 4th house, you will want things to change in your home life, that's for sure. Knight of Cups finishes off at the bottom of the deck. It's time with this Judgment card for you to lead with your heart space. That's your higher self calling to you. When we move from a place of love, that's when we start to attract what is meant for us, right? That's when we start to feel really authentic. And some of you, you might have someone you want to give a cup to. Some of you might have someone that you want to receive a cup from. Some of you, you know that the best thing for you to do would be to possibly set someone free. Or set yourself free. All right, So let's move on to the Eight of Swords. Summer, I'm not seeing more for you in love here. This doesn't look as easy. It looks more like a space of discomfort for you all, to be honest. Let's wrap that up. Just close off the stone situation, please. Nope, they say use this deck. Okay. Let me just see what's at the bottom here. Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, Two of Swords. A lot of Swords energy, Magician, and then the Ace of Swords here. So you're moving towards truth here. Cycles will be ending. You will be releasing allegiances. You will be clearing some paths here. Yeah. Wrap this up for me, love, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Four of Wands. And again, the Page of Cups. I do feel some of you all, there's some unrequited love. Yeah, Ten of Swords to the bottom of the deck. And then the Six of Swords. There is some type of unrequited love situation here. One person is pouring in more than the other. Okay. And some of you, this is now you need to be honest. And what you want is a long-term committed relationship. Okay. And so then you have to stop entertaining people that you basically put yourself in codependent situations with that doesn't have more to give you. Alright. Let's move on to career and finance with the Eight of Swords. And remember, this is feeling like your hands are tied here, but it's like a prison of your own making. You're not really trapped. Your mind is just telling you that you are. The Eight of Cups, yeah, because you could always walk away from something that isn't satisfying you, where you feel like you're settling. And the Hermit here, you've gained a lot of experience under your belt with the Hermit card here. And I feel in this representation of the Hermit is more so you just hiding away and not really wanting to assert this newfound knowledge. But you're not stuck. You are not. Okay, you could have what you desire here with the Nine of Cups. Let's wrap up this energy. Career and finance. The Five of Pentacles here. So some of you, it's interesting because the Lovers is after this, and then we have the Lovers here. So I do feel this for some of you, because the Lovers for me represents a contract between two people too, especially in terms of career. I do feel here that you will receive the right contract, or the right, especially the Five of Pentacles here. Some of you may be worried about money, and that's why you're staying where you are, whether that be career or love, because love does affect our finances. But you will get support. Okay, the threat isn't really real. You know those little dogs that, give me a second. You know those little dogs that they bark at you, but they never really bite. I feel that's what the situation is. It's a perceived threat, right? But it's not a real one. So you're gonna get support along the way here. People are gonna show up for you. Ten of Pentacles. Friendships and external environment here. Some of you may be spending more time with family. That may be where your support comes from. Tower, the Ace of Cups, and then Judgment again. Again, remember, these are happening in angular houses for you, so I do feel like there's a major turning point change for you. I feel the Tower here just represents something that's a major change. I don't feel like it's really destruction of anything, because it's clarifying. The Ten of Pentacles, which is a really good card, and the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups is there with it. Oh, Judgment, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. Some of you, this could be a baby. And then you see how people rally to come forward to support you here. That's just for some, not all of you. Alright. For some of you, if you do end a long-term committed relationship, you will see very quickly how much other people come to support you when you make a real stable choice. And I'm only going back to that because Judgment was your overall card for your love reading, and the Four of Wands show up, and then we have this here again. So for some of you, I really need to see that if a foundation isn't really stable, it's time to put an end to it. You will receive support through it. Some of you have a long-term friend that will be doing really something sweet for you. Tell me more about that, Spirit. Like, they're gonna shock you. Maybe you see them for the first time after some time. Tell me more about that energy. World card, yeah, maybe if they're far away from you. Yeah, some type of reconciliation, not reconciliation, but like meet-up celebration type energy I'm getting there. Okay, like maybe whatever was causing a delay for them not to be able to see you, that somehow gets moved away. So wrap up this energy here for me. Tell me more about the Tower. What is the Tower representing? What's changing there? You're getting your wish fulfillment. If your wish fulfillment was to end something, leave, or to be with someone, or to get something, whatever your wish fulfillment is, you are getting it. Okay? And the 9 and 8 of Cups, there is happiness that comes as a result of this. Let me see if I could see the 10 of Cups real quick. Yeah, 3 of Wands and the Strength card is coming in. Even see the 6 of Wands there. So there's victory there. There's feeling empowered. Okay, let's see the good thing that's coming in for you. 2 of Cups. Some of you are going to be in a relationship. And probably this energy was just here because you had to decide from a higher space. That one, for some of you, you're done. And then for others of you, that this is really what you want, and get very, very clear on it. Because you can't be telling Spirit in secret, yes, I want this, but then, you know, your actions out in the world show something completely different, because then that means you're not ready for it, because you're not ready to authentically embody it. Tell us more about these 2 of Cups as the good news here, please, for the month of November for Aquarius and Moon and Rising. For some of you, this could just be the right business partner, or it could represent friendship too. Having a deep bond with a friend, and perhaps this is where your happiness comes in. Okay, the Page of Wands, which does represent good news, and the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, we do have the Fool card and the 6 of Wands to the bottom here. This is victory, success, happiness, new beginnings. Okay, yeah, well, there was some other one where we saw beginnings, some other day here. So some of you might have something that started out as a little flirt, you know, nothing too major, and then boom, the Ace of Wands, it turns into something more. I saw the divine masculine energy with the Emperor here and the Ace of Wands in this deck. Tell me more about this Page of Wands. The 9 of Swords. So you're worried here. The 8 of Cups. Yeah, see, you're worried about leaving something behind. You're worried about telling yourself, okay, I'm not going to settle anymore. I'm not going to put myself in codependent situations. I'm going to really try and put myself out there this time. Right? So you're a bit worried about how that's going to play out. But the Sun card is here. Ace of Pentacles. I feel it's going to play out really good. Don't delude yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. Ace of Wands. Tell us more about this Ace of Wands. The 7 of Cups, there it was. That was on the love side too. I think once you make the decision that this is what you want, I'm getting 2 of Wands energy. Once you make the decision, this is really what you want, it comes to you. 3 of Pentacles, interesting, because the 3 of Pentacles was here after the 6 of Wands. So some of you win some type of contract here. Not win, but like you earn it then, and like it was a wish come true for you. Okay, I'm gonna look for the 9 of Cups. For some of you, this is you and a co-parent getting on the same page. Not all of you. Most of you, I feel this is either a committed relationship or a contract. Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time coming. Okay, let's look for the 9 of Cups in this deck. Did the Nine of Cups already come out? Yes, it's right here. What am I doing? It was right here with the friendship and external environment here and how it affects you. So there is a blessing there. Tell us more about this collaboration, because you're going to be collaborating with someone, working with someone. Tell us more about that. Hierophant, it's blessed by spirit. And I feel it falls in line with what you truly want, because a Hierophant could represent or belief system or customs or traditions. There is something here about this King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy with the Page of Swords here. So Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo could be significant for you all. Doesn't have to be here. It could be the person pursuing you, because I'm seeing a lot of aces here. All right, whether that be a boss that is pursuing you or a romantic connection that is pursuing you. This could the Hierophant and Three of Pentacles could be a contract from an institution, from an organization. If this is love, give me one card. The Five of Cups. Yeah, some of you may feel when it comes to love like all hope was lost. It's not. Okay, because the Two of Cups is the main card, and then in the Five of Cups, this person is holding up 2 cups while 3 cups is spilled. So I don't want you to feel down and out when it comes to love. Remember that you are worthy of love. For some of you, this is some type of reconciliation with a romantic person, where you may have felt like all hell broke loose. You know, your actions, there's not a chance to make up for it. Strength card and the Moon card here. No, yeah, vulnerability will be had between you and this person. Yeah, reconciliation, 6 of Cups. That's for the people who want it, okay? All right, Aquarius, have a great month. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, be blessed.